you can't really trust TikTok to generically protect you as a creator. It's unfortunate, but TikTok is gotten better, I will say. It's not as common to see, it's not as common as it was for death threats to come my way or like things like that. That being said, I also, I noticed that a lot of those death threats were coming from the like Southern states Trump supporter groups, and less from when I do content about Canadians. So it's hard to say whether it's the change in what my content has shifted to. I will get death threats sometimes for doing content about queer people. It's a common one that people are highly polarized about. So sometimes you will get them, and I have once or twice in the last little bit had to block someone, but basically for me, I got to a point where if I had somebody who was commenting anything that was like actually aggressive and hurtful, I just started blocking them. Or I'd make a video and then if they continued to be terrible, I would block them. But I try to call people out as much as I can, but at the same time, like you want to have an open debate with people, but at the same time, you can't have that like hateful dialogue being thrown at you too much because it ends up being so taxing on your soul. So I end up blocking a lot of people if I have to, or I just like don't, I just like delete comments. I'm like, I don't care. Like, if you're gonna spread misinformation on my page, if you're gonna blatantly mock people on my page, if you're gonna block or if you're gonna mock me, then I'm not gonna have a dialogue with you. This isn't a dialogue.
Yeah, it isn't a dialogue. Exactly.
And so, I mean, like, I would say that probably the darker side of TikTok is just how they deal with moderation, and how often if you report something, it goes unrecognized as hate. Whereas if somebody mass reports my content, it'll be instantly taken down for whatever they thought that it was. Like, I had one video taken down for adult nudity, and I was like, perfect. So just, this is nude. Like, I don't understand.
You don't understand.
And I appealed it too. And it was permanently taken down. And so
was this just one person or a few people?
Sorry, what was that?
Well, the complaint, did it just come from one person or from like a group of people?
It's hard to say because you don't get like a notification about who's reported you. You just get a notification once your content has been deemed inappropriate. So once TikTok decides to take the content down, it'll say this content was removed for violating community guidelines. Then you can go in and appeal it. And then if they appeal it and it doesn't go through, then they fully take it down, or they just reissue the video back up whenever.
Right. And what is the appeal like? Is it like an email? You get to send them an email? Is that it?
No. It's literally you say appeal this. You just say appeal this. I don't know what they do, and then they say yes or no.